Hello, good morning all. Today in this video we are going to discuss regarding how to create or how to generate sequence value for a field in Odoo from the user interface without going into the code. So there might be some cases in Odoo. Suppose if we take the example of the customer. So right now in the screen you are seeing Odoo version 12 community edition. So if I go to the sales and then to the customers, so if I come to the customers form view, by default there is no sequence number for the customer other than the default ID. So there might be some case where we have to generate a unique ID or some sequence numbers for the customers that we are getting created. Or other than the customers, if we take the case of the products, suppose if I go to the products, and inside the products we have got field called barcode, and there might be some case where we have to generate a default barcode or a unique barcode for the products. So let's see how we can handle those cases by generating a unique barcode or by generating a unique reference number for the customer without going into the code. So for this purpose, there are some custom modules, frame modules available in the Odoo App Store and from the OCA, but we are not going into that. So let's see how we can use or how we can achieve it without using any custom codes or custom modules. So we will see how we can achieve it using from the front end itself. So first of all, for this purpose you have to activate the debug mode. So for activating the debug mode, you can go to settings, and from the settings you can activate the debug mode. So the process is same in all Odoo versions. So right now in the example I am using Odoo 12, but it is the same process in all other Odoo versions like Odoo 13 and Odoo 11, Odoo 10, etc. So if you are using any other versions, don't hesitate to continue the video. You can still follow the same procedure in any Odoo versions. So in the video what we will do is that we will try to generate the sequence number for the customer. So right now if I go to the customer's form view, here we have got a default field called internal reference. So I will be generating the sequence number to this field, that is to the internal reference. So either you can add the sequence to any existing field, or you can just add a new field for the purpose of keeping the sequence number and generate the sequence number into it. So I have already shown you a video about how to add a new field. So if you need a new field for holding this value, you can refer that video about how to add a new field into the model and to the views, and you can do the same inside the customers. So last day we have already shown you how to add a new field into the sales form view. Here you can see this is the custom field that we have already added called X test date. So similarly you can add a new field, or you can use any existing field as per your need. So in the video I'm not going to create a new field. I'll continue with the field called internal reference. So once I place the mouse over the corresponding field, you can see the technical name of the field is REF. So we will be generating the sequence number to this field. Like once we create a customer, it will automatically generate a sequence number for the customer. So let's see how we can achieve that. So we have already activated the developer mode in the database. Now if I go to settings and then to the technical, and if I scroll down, you can see a menu called sequence. So under the sequence and identifiers, you have got a menu called sequence. So first of all we have to create a sequence. So right now you can see there are a lot of sequence like sale orders, stock order point, and similarly you have got a lot of sequence. So right now we will be creating a new sequence for the generation of the sequence number for the customer. So I'll be giving the name as, you can give any name, so I'll give the name as partner sequence. Okay, I have given the name as partner sequence, and in the implementation you can follow two, either standard or no gap. So I'll choose standard implementation, and you have to give a sequence code. So this will be, we will be using it in the next stage. I'll show you. So you can give a sequence code as partner sequence. So sequence code is sequence code as partner dot sequence. So that's done. And in the prefix, so right now while we are generating the sequence number, we can give it like a customer 001 or something like that. I'll be giving the prefix as partner or something like that. You can give a prefix. So I'll give the prefix as cust. And sequence size, so we can set the size of the sequence. So I'll be setting the size as 4. So that's done. So what I have done so far is I have given the name as partner sequence, and the code is given as partner dot sequence. Prefix is given as cust. suffix have kept it as empty, sequence number 4, and step is 1. That is, in each step we have to increment by 1. So we have successfully created a sequence. So that's all about the thing that you have to create inside the sequence. Now we have to create a automated action. So let's go to the automated action. Now I'll go to technical, and under the automation, I think we have to install one module. So I'll go to the apps and I will search for the module called base automation. So if I search for the module base automation, you can see you have to install this module. Suppose in your database it might be already installed, so in my case it has been not got installed. So I come to the apps menu and install the module named base automation. So once the module is installed, you can go to technical, and under the actions, that is automation, you can see a menu called automated actions. So we have to create a automated action here for assigning the sequence to the customer. So I'll go to create button and I'll give the name as partner sequence and the model name. So we have to trigger the action on the model partner, which is the model of the customer. So if you don't know to get the model name, I will tell you. So right now I'll choose the contact. I'll choose the model as contact and trigger the condition. I'll set it as on creation. So we have done this one. So for selecting the model, what you have to do is that, suppose we know we have to generate the sequence for the customers. So if I come to the customers, and in the URL you can see the model name is rs.partner. So you have to just copy the model name, corresponding model name. I'll copy it, and if I come to the settings, then to the technical, and then to the automated action. So this is the automated action that we have created right now. If I click edit button, I'll remove this, and if I search for rs.partner, you can see contact, and if I open the contact, you can see the model is rs.partner. So this is how you can select the model. So I have to trigger the condition on creation, and I'll be executing a Python code. So in the action to do, we have got different options. So in that you have to choose execute Python code, and I'll remove this variable. So here we have got some help, so you can just read it out. Env is the Odoo environment on which the action is triggered, so you can just read it. So right now I'm not going into explaining these things, so I'll just do one thing. I'll just remove those codes here, and I'll write a little bit of code here. So I'll explain it. If not, record dot rough sequence equal to env dot sequence dot next by code. So don't worry, I'll be explaining these things that I'm writing. Partner dot sequence. So before creating this, so I'll just cut this, Control X, and I'll save it. So you will be having some doubt. So once I'll just, before creating this action, I'll be doing one thing. I'll go to sales, and right now if I create a new customer, I want to show you right now there is no sequence generation. So right now here you can see, if I go to sales and purchase, you can see internal reference is empty. So I'll be creating a new customer. I'll be naming as FFF, and you can see internal reference is empty, and if I click on save button, you can see internal reference is still empty. So let's continue. I just want to confirm you that it was not working before. So I'll go to technical, and then to the automated actions, and then to the partner sequence, and if I click on edit button, and I will paste my code which we are editing. So if not record rough sequence next by code sequence, and I have to assign it to record dot write, to which field I am writing, to the field rough, what I have to write called sequence. So we have successfully added an automated action. I think the name has got updated. When I have pasted the code, I'll be updating the name once again. I have given the action name as partner sequence, model is chosen, and trigger condition is set as on creation, and action to do execute Python code. And inside the Python code, I have written 3 lines of the code. So I'll be explaining that, so don't worry about that. So right now we have successfully created a sequence as well as an automated action. So if I go to customer right now, so I'll go to sales and then to the customers. So just few seconds before, while we creating FFF, the internal sequence or internal reference has been not automatically generated. Right now we have successfully added the automated action, and let's see what happens. So I'll be creating a new customer. So I'll be entering the name as new customer, and here you can see the internal reference is empty. So let's click on save button and see what happens. So here you can see an internal reference has been automatically generated, that is CUST001. So I'll be duplicating this tab so it will be more helpful to understand. So this is the customer which we have created right now. So if I go to settings and then to the technical and then to the automated action, what I have written here is that if not a record.ref, that is if while creating a new customer, if there is no value inside this field, that is ref, that is if record is the current object, and if there is no value inside the internal reference, suppose there might be some case where we will be assigning some special sequence which I will show you. Suppose I have created new customer, I'll be creating another customer, that is new customer 2. I'll be naming like this, new customer 2. And while creating a customer, if I set some value like TTT, that is the sequence will be assigned only if there is no value inside this field. Right now I have assigned TTT, and if I click on save button, it will not create sequence. So that's what I have given here, that is if there is no value inside that field, so it will be executing only if there is no value inside the field internal reference. Okay, so if in that case, what we will do, we will be searching inside the ir.sequence model. So the ir.sequence is the model of sequence. So if I come to the settings, then to the technical, and if I go to sequence, if I click on edit here, from here you can see, if I click on debugger button and if I click on edit view list, you can see it's ir.sequence. So what I am doing is that I am accessing that model env ir.sequence, and I have to get next number of the sequence, and I will be specifying the code of the sequence, that is partner.sequence, which we have given here. So if I search for partner in the sequence, here you can see I am searching based on the code that we have given here, that is partner.sequence. So this is the use of the code. We will be referring to this sequence based on this code, that is partner.sequence. So I will be referring next number of this sequence. So into the sequence variable, I will be getting next code of the corresponding sequence, and I will be assigning, I am writing into the record, that is record.write. So I am writing to the field internal reference the sequence number. So this is what I have code here. You have to just add 3 lines of code. So right now we have set the condition only on creation. So there might be some case where you have to execute this condition on updating the record or on creation and update. So you can just choose the condition as per your need. So I'll be choosing on creation and update. So I'll click on save button, and let's test for an existing customer. So I have changed the condition to on creation and on update. I'll be going into the sales, then to the customers again. So if I come to the customers, and I'll be choosing an existing customer called Deco Addict, I'll be editing. So right now if I check, the internal reference is empty, so I'll be make some changes here, that is to trigger the edit condition to the right method. So you can see internal reference is empty, and if I click on save button, you can see the internal reference has been got generated automatically. So this CUST is coming from the the prefix that we have given for the sequence. So if I come here and if I search for the partner, you can see CUST is coming from the prefix that we have given here. So either you can give a prefix, or if you need to leave it as empty, you can leave it as such. So this is how we can generate a sequence number for a field from the user interface. So same thing we can do from the code also, that we have already shown. So for some people there might be not technical, still they can achieve it from the UI. So that's all about this video. If you like the video, please do click the like button and subscribe the channel to get notified regarding all the upcoming videos. So that's it. Thank you.